Welcome back to the Crunch Time Kitchen, where in honour of Mr. Crunch himself, we're going to be making some crunchy honeycomb. Delicious. Now, Dylan, have you ever had honeycomb before?
Only once.
Only once? And what did you think?
Oh, very nice.
Lovely. Yeah. Well, the most important ingredient, believe it or not, is not honey, it's this stuff. What do you think this is, Avril?
I'm not sure.
Well, there are two things it could be, and I'll give you a clue. This is a dessert.
Sugar?
Exactly right.
On.
Spot
Nice.
on. Now this one I'm going to let you smell. You can actually put a few different types of brown liquids inside the honeycomb. This one is, anyone have a guess?
Is it molasses?
Very close. It's golden syrup, but you can put honey or maple syrup, or you can leave it out completely. I like to put honey in my honeycomb as well sometimes to make it very authentic.
I like to put honey on my comb. Helps with the blonding process as well, I find.
Yes, that will be quite the sticky situation, Nick. Now, I'm going to melt these two ingredients, the golden syrup and the sugar, and I'm going to add a little bit of water, which helps the process as well. There we go, thank you. And I'm going to stir them. Now, when we melt sugar and when we heat sugar, it gets really, really hot. So Dylan, when you're cooking at home, what happens when sugar goes on the pot? What do you do?
I just told my mum, can you come and watch me while I'm while I'm doing something with hot sugar.
High five to you, young man. Grown-up eyeballs are super duper important, especially when you're working with hot sugar, because it can go up to like more than 200 degrees. So get a grown-up to help you stir. What's happening here in this pot is that the sugar is dissolving into the golden syrup and the water. And what will slowly happen is that the water inside, or the liquid, will evaporate and it'll become a caramel. And it'll get to a point where we can see here in this red pot, we've been doing this for about 5 to 6 minutes, depending on the heat. It's a medium heat. We're gonna give this a stir. And you can see that this, can you smell that? What does it smell like?
Nice.
Excellent. All right, now we're going to keep stirring and we're going to talk about what sort of things we can use this honeycomb for. So honeycomb, you can eat on its own. Is that how you ate it, Dylan?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your favourite dessert, Avril?
Ice cream.
Ice cream.
One of my
Tell you
all-time
what,
faves.
all-time fave, honeycomb crumbled over ice cream. Delicious.
Ooh.
When you taste it, I'm so excited that you're tasting honeycomb for the first time with us, because you are in for a treat. Now,
Honeycomb and
have a look
ice
at that.
cream, that'd be off the charts in terms of the sugar there. It'd be almost Herculean.
I'll allow it. A godlike move there, Nick. I think that's almost ready to go. Now have a look at these bubbles inside. What's actually happening is that water is evaporating out and you're creating a really nice thick syrupy caramel. So as the bubbles become more regular, that's when you know that enough water has evaporated. So there are plenty of different ways to know that the sugar is hot enough. Obviously there's also the sugar thermometer option, which is a lot more precise. Okay, now this is just about ready to show you one of my favourite magical scientific reactions in the kitchen, because the bicarb is going to go into that liquid, and as it does, it's going to react with the liquid and carbon dioxide will be created. It'll foam up and then we'll pour it into that tray. So we're going to do that all very, very quickly. Yep. So are we ready to do this? It's going to be very hot, so we'll step away.
We'll step back.
Okay.
The bicarb, it could go either way here.
It could.
Or both ways.
It definitely could. Okay, we're ready to do this. Again, get a grown-up to help you with this one, because it's going to be hot. Are you ready to see some kitchen magic?
Yes.
Okay. In it goes. Oh, yes! See the foam? Wonderful. You make sure that all that bicarb is stirred in, and then...
It's all foamy and bloated there,
check
isn't
it out. It has foamed up.
Oh, keep your distance.
Bloated
Take a half
up,
step
yep.
up there. Yep. Could be hot coming out there.
It's very, very hot. So again,
It's coming in hot.
It is. It's coming in hot.
Oh, there's a big chunk there,
Check
Alice.
it out. Oh, we don't want to miss out on that chunk.
No way.
Now, you let this one cool on the bench top, not in the fridge or the oven, because you don't want it to sweat. And that should take at least half an hour to cool completely. And you know when it's cool because it's a hard crack. So, here's some we prepared earlier. Avril, do you want to grab that?
I want to see how it's changed in that period.
Yes. Okay, now have a look. So that one there has had about an hour to rest and cool. So who wants to do the honours of cracking it? Maybe you both might like to do it.
Yes.
What do you think? Okay, so we're going to use this rolling pin, but you can use whatever you want at home. We're going to bring it out of the pan. Oh, look at that, solid as a rock. Whoop. I did that one on purpose. There you go. Okay, Avril, give it a little crack.
Order
with
in the court,
rolling
Avril.
pin.
Yes,
Oh,
that's
yes.
it. That's it. Case
Wonderful.
dismissed. Oh, well, dismissed all over the ground.
Dylan, what about you?
More.
Great job.
Nice.
Lovely. And that can go on top of ice cream. It can go anywhere. Avril, I want to see you taste your first bit of honeycomb. Dylan, grab some too.
What do you think, Avril?
That's good.
Really good. What does it taste like?
It's like hard.
Like a lolly, really. Yeah. And it's lovely to maybe dip in some dark chocolate, to have as a treat at parties, to give as a present even. It's really accessible, one of my top 18 favourite foods, and we're going to keep breaking this one up as you take a break yourself. See you soon.
Oh, so good.
Yum.